Hi chums, I got a letter. Look, that's to me. Yeah. And it's from Garry Entropy in Germany. And he very kindly sent me seeds from his wisteria. Isn't that very kind? I had mentioned it a few times to him about how beautiful it was and how long it had been growing. Because I'm going to be doing a sort of a sitting area here, and I would love something like that wisteria to, if it turned out like his, you know. So he sent me some of the seeds. Now he doesn't know if these will grow or not, but he recommended buying a bush. But I want to give these a go because I want to be able to call it my entropy tree. So, and the other thing he sent me was from Yoshi, soya beans from Japan. Yoshi brought those back with him. And Garry shared his with me. So thanks very much, Garry. That's very kind. Now, I don't normally do sowing videos because everybody does them, and you should all know how to put a seed into the ground by now, or into a flower thing. But on this occasion, I'm going to show you. I'm going to let Garry see his seeds being sown. And I've got a few things to do today to show you. I've been kind of falling behind with stuff because I've been really, really busy. My mother's house is on the market now. We finally got, oh look at this here, this is completely different from what I thought it was going to be. Right, look, there's the seeds there, do you see? Where are they? They're different from I thought they were going to be far smaller than that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to do a slight change of plan here, folks. Because those are not what I expected. So we'll just get rid of that. And we'll get some little pots. So, as I say, I'll not plant all of these now. I'll just do a couple of them just to prove that they were put in, you know. But my mother's house is on the market, and you know, it's a relief. It really is a big relief because the whole thing sort of weighing me down now. Just getting the house ready and getting everything done, it's a bit of a pain, you know. So I'm kind of glad we're at that stage now. But that has taken up a huge amount of my time, as you can imagine, because it's like any other project. The first 90% gets done in 10% of the time, and we did that around last Christmas time. And then what happened was our children came home for Christmas. So that kind of, we lost momentum there, which we were quite pleased about because we were knackered, you know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's one left. I'll stick that in later. And the children came home, and that was kind of a nice break, you know. So we were pleased about that. But you know, we lost our momentum because we've been going really hard at the house, but it was a good thing because we needed a break as well. So I went back into the house again in about February time we started, and I've just been working since. The hardest part is you coming across documents and letters and stuff like that, and I just got to the stage where I had to stop and put them into a box and let them go. I put them into a box to sort later because I just couldn't do it, you know. Because my mother was T-E-R-I-A, wisteria. My mother was a hoarder, so she had a lot of stuff in that house. So the position we're in now is the house has gone on the market, and we're just waiting for anybody to come. It's so hard to get mortgages here now that I can't imagine a young couple getting it. But it's our perfect house for a young couple because it's not expensive. The house was worth about £250,000 5 years ago, and it's on the market for 76.5 now. So yeah, that's to let you see what has happened to the value of houses here. But at 76.5, that's the price of a home here 10 years ago. So that's a really good price for a young couple getting started off. But the problem is getting a mortgage now. It's so difficult that people just don't know where they're going to even get one, you know. So it's just a case that it's just a huge impossibility. Now I'm going to move you here a bit and move you down to that, and then we do a bit of this here. Right, this is Yoshi's soya beans. Now I'm going to show you something else here. Heather Hills something. I'll put a link up to Heather's channel because she's got an allotment and it's really, really good. She mentioned this Vitax Q4, and look what I found. I need to get my camera around here so I can see them doing. Look what I found. Vitax Q4. I couldn't get that here until I went to a farm supply shop that I normally get my stuff from, and they had it. And they've had it for the last couple of years, only they had it around the back because everybody that wanted it knew it was there, and they felt it wasn't worth putting out. And so they put a pallet round the front, and sure enough, did I spot it. And I said, when did you get that? They went a few years ago. It's brilliant stuff. And I said, great. I said, where's that from? They went, it's from Ireland. There's me running about trying to get it, thinking it was from England, and it's actually made in Ireland, you know. So it's a moss peat. It's lovely stuff. Right? I guess it just coming out of the bag. It just falls apart. It's beautiful, you know, and it's basically does for seeds and everything, you know. So I'm very pleased about getting my hands on that stuff. I'm going to move you again. Sorry about this. And then we'll take a wee tour around the greenhouse afterwards. And I'll tell you what, folks, a huge congratulations to Ronan Diver. Ronan is my cousin, and he came 54th in the Belfast Marathon out of about 2,900 people. So I think that is just exceptional. Like, he was up there with the really good guys, and he stayed with on the 3 mile runner. He stayed with him for 18 miles on the 3 mile timer, or the 3 hour timer, sorry. And he stayed with him for 17 or 18 miles, and then finished the rest a bit slower. But at 54th, that is just phenomenal. So well done, Ronan. And when I get this kale into you, you'll be first next year, okay? Right, the Yoshi's soya beans. I don't know what these look like either because I haven't opened them. You know what I'd be better doing? I'd be better not even turning the screen round, because I seem to do a better job when I'm not looking at it than when I am. You see what my problem is again? I start offering, if I go to show you this, I hold it up in front of the screen instead of putting it in front of the lens. You know? Right, so what have we got in here? Soya bean seeds. Oh, look at this here. They're like what I kind of expected. What do you see? That's them. Whoops, where am I at? There you go. Soya bean seeds. So thank you, Yoshi. I don't know if that boy there is going to do or not. Oh, he's only a wee shell on him. He'll be alright. Right, so we'll plant these very carefully by just spacing. I'm not going to put these outside. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to do 2 pots. I'm going to do 1 pot outside and 1 pot inside, and we'll do a comparison. How's that? So there's the inside pot, and then we very carefully cover those up to about their own depth, their own thickness. And that's it done. Isn't that hard? Isn't that really hard? So listen, guys, don't sweat about planting stuff. What does nature do? Nature throws the stuff on the ground. There's no tucking it into bed and all like we do. Nature just lets it get on with, so you do the same. Right, now, we are going on a tour now, so let me see, can I get this camera off without wrecking it? I haven't got my wee holdy downy thing underneath it this time, so I'll try and be as steady as I can. Right, the kale. Look at the size of that there. It's about 5 feet tall in places, 4 feet, 5 feet tall, so it's huge. Lettuces and stuff are over there. I've started transplanting some of those. Dwarf kale. There's my beans. Those beans there. These beans will go in over here very shortly. And then I've got kale here and some parsley and I don't know what that is there. Pak choy. I've never grown pak choy successfully before. Well, I did once. And my doctor arrived and said, Brenton, I've got a problem. I said, what's that? He says, I'm having a dinner party tonight and I need pak choy. Have you got any? And I had about 20 and I gave them all to my doctor. It's not very kind of me. But it wasn't that kind really, because I couldn't say no because he gave me such wonderful care. There's potatoes that are flying out of the pots now. But we've got a bit of a problem up here. And I'll show you what it is. as you can see, there's my tomatoes. Ian, eat your heart out. Look at the size of those monsters there. I'm way behind everybody this year, so I'm just doing the best I can. But you can see them topping these up regular, and most of these are ready to get topped right to the full of the box. Now, there's my dino kale. It's looking nice. Now, the problem is over here. There's the box. That box has the $30 potatoes in it, right? But only one potato has sprouted. So the pressure's on here, you know. So that's what happens. But there could have been any other potato. So we'll leave that as it is. We have to be honest about this now and no cheating. So if it was for fun, I'd be inclined to stick another 4 potatoes in. But this is not for fun. This is serious, right? So that's it. So as you can see, I've been doing lots of planting out, but I'm going to have to get rid of this stuff here, this kale, because I need the room for starting to plant stuff, and also it's shading the plants at the back, and they aren't doing as well. So I need to get that sorted out. So that's basically us, folks. Let's see now if I can just turn this round. Scare y'all. Right. Oh, I know what's going to happen in here. Now, we'll see. I'm going to have to unwind the telephoto thing, or you're going to get an awful shock when I turn this camera out and you're looking up my nose or something. Right, that'll have to do there. Right. Sorry about the big hat in the middle of it. So that's where we are, the Vitex Q4, and the seeds as they are at the moment, and I'm happy enough for that. You know, the problem is here today, it's absolutely pouring here today. It's really, 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 really wet. And I wasn't even going to come down to the greenhouse, but I'd meant to put Gary's seeds in last Friday, and we're a week later already. And that's because, as I say, I was just working so hard at my mother's house. The week just went away, and then I had my usual things, getting my bloods done and stuff. I had to go and get that done. I was getting injections everywhere today, in my mouth and everything, because I had to get bloods done and go to the dentist, and that became a bit of an operation. See this getting older, and see taking medication. It's very hard on the teeth. The stuff I take is very hard on my teeth, apparently, you know. And I had to get 1 filling done this morning. That became 3, so that wasn't so good. But anyway, what can you do? You have to say that or not be able to walk, so have to do it. So there we are, folks. That's the update. It's not a very good update, but at least you know where I am now. That I've got nothing done basically, and nothing shown outside yet. The onions I put outside are okay, and the beans haven't come up, but I'll show you those later on. Okay, so I'm going to get back and finish these things off down here and get them sorted out, and then go back up to the house and get a cup of tea. Okay, all the best now. Bye bye.